Are you thinking about investing? Very good. But you don't know if you should be day trading or investing long term? Well, nothing to worry about because in today's video, I'll be going through the differences. Okay, let's get into it. Hey, what's up you guys? Lukas here from excelwealth.com. Great that you join in because in today's video, we'll just quickly go through the differences of day trading and of course, long-term investing. Now, before we go into the video, of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button because that's the way how we can grow our community. Okay, let's get into the video. Now, day trading, it's very simple. The word already says it. We're just going to do the short explanation here. We're not going to do the full explanation. It's like trying to compare two different things, yet they're in the same category. It's like saying, apples are the exact same thing as pears. Yes, they are in some way, of course, because both are fruit. But then again, they're slightly different in shape. They have a different flavor. Okay, you get the idea, right? So let's get into the topic right away. Now, day trading, the whole word already says it. For day trading, we actually just trade the same stocks. You could do the same stocks, but instead of doing it in a long term, the word already says it, of course, long-term investing is the moment you buy a certain stock or a certain fund or a certain company or a certain individual stock. The moment you do that, your plan is at least to hold on to it long enough for the market to grow in equity. That's the whole idea of long-term investing. Now, you could sell off your stock in between the moment it makes a certain profit or when you believe that the equity has grown more than the actual value is of the company. Now, that's your choice. Now, in day trading, the whole idea is to buy and sell off within a day. Now, what I see very often with other professional day traders, and I'll tell you this, I am not a professional day trader. I have no knowledge on that. Now, I do have some professional friends who are in day trading, and yes, what I tend to see is they start in the morning because, that's the moment when the market is starting up and fluctuations will start coming after that. So they always start up in the morning, and later on, either in the morning they've sold off their stocks already and made off quite a lot of money already, or they tend to sell off at the end of the day and then say, hey, I've made 0.5, maybe 1, maybe 1.5, maybe 2% of profit today. And this is the interesting part. This is active trading, whereas long-term investing is, not completely passive. You do research beforehand, but it is absolutely far more passive compared to day trading. Now, day trading, the huge difference is this. Day traders buy and sell within a day, and it all happens within a day. So now what you see very often is that these day traders, they have a huge investment portfolio. So they invest with, for example, $50,000 at each time, just like that. They invest $50,000 in a security of $100. The moment the security grows to $101, for example, they sell off all the stocks again. And all of a sudden, within minutes, they've made $500, just like that. This is the interesting thing of day trading. Now, within long-term investing, most likely you can't sell off within a day. Now, because you're long-term investing, why would you want to sell off within a day? Because you can't really influence the choices there. You just buy and hold. That's the whole idea of long-term investing. Whereas in day trading, the whole game is, of course, to take a look at the numbers going up and down. And the moment it goes up in your favor, you sell it off. To me, I would always say day trading is like gambling. The moment I take a look at my professional day trading friends, they sometimes have more money to spend than I ever do all of a sudden on my bank account. And that's the interesting part. To them, it's not gambling. To them, they have a certain strategy, they have certain software and hardware, tools to help them out, and of course, they keep an eye on the news. For example, a press conference can influence their choices on the stock market. For example, if they know that there are certain news is coming up on a new gadget, well, they might either buy a lot or they sell a lot just before it. And that's the interesting thing. They're influenced by the news very much. This is why this is called active trading. Everything is related to each other. Everything is related to each other. And yes, if you're not there in the right time, what happens is you miss the gap on buying or you miss the gap of selling. And that's the moment where there's profit to make. Making a profit of about 1% per day. Well, if you're day trading 5 days a week and doing it throughout the whole year, yeah, there's more to win compared to, of course, long-term investing. But then again, hey, it's a full-time job. Whereas long-term investing, I don't really have to keep track of the stocks all day long. That's a huge difference. The payoff is less as well. And this is the huge difference. So yes, as you can see, the payoff could be high, but the risk is also high. Now for professional day traders, they would always say, yeah, but because the risk is high, you can actually manage the risk. The moment you can manage the risk, you can manage the payoff, and there you go. You can have a high payoff and a managed risk. And of course, yeah, it might be a job in the morning and the afternoon. During the day, that's your time off. And this is how I see very many day traders do their work. Is that something for you? Then again, if you're day trading, what I see very often, even within apps like Robinhood and M1 Finance, what you see very often in these apps is that you have to have a minimum amount of money as a portfolio of $25,000. If you don't have $25,000 lying around as your portfolio, this is the minimum amount. If you want to start playing on a day trading market, well, you have to have at least $25,000 liquid lying around to say, you know what, I want to play with a little game and I want to make a little bit of profit. Because yes, like I said, if you're investing with $25,000 and you're making only that very little gap of 1% profit, it's just a few $100 on a day. You'd be day trading for maybe $200. That's a very interesting thing to think about. You need bigger portfolios. All those big guys who are out there who play at least with millions with just seconds and then make thousands of dollars. That's their job. Now, if you don't think, hey, this is something for me, I prefer to invest in passively. Absolutely. Now, long-term investing, I know how to influence my choices. I know which choices I should make if I want to buy a good company stock and then say, you know what, now I've just done my research and now I'm going to just buy and hold on to it. And the moment it makes a profit, I sell it off. Whereas this, I'll tell you this, I'll be shitting my pants every time I would have to keep an eye on the market, which is not something I would like. Now, what happens very often is the moment you start investing, emotions come into play. And the moment emotions come into play, you're not making rational choices. You're making irrational choices. And the moment you're on the stock market playing around with money and you're letting your emotions take over because you're seeing the numbers drop, what happens is you start panic selling. And this is what happens. With day trading, you get that panic feeling every day. Now, if you like that, a daily emotional roller coaster, then that is your game. But if you don't like that, if you prefer passively investing, and you don't like these daily emotional roller coasters, well, maybe passive investing is absolutely for you. And these are actually the biggest differences. The buying and selling within a one single day. Now, it just starts in the morning and it can end in the afternoon. It's high payouts, but we're still talking about bigger amounts of money because yes, you need $25,000 as a minimum amount to start day trading. And of course, there are high risks involved into it. But yes, there are ways to manage your risks. Well, I'll tell you this, I have no idea on those risks because what I did is, well, I sat next to my professional expert who's in day trading and he said, Lucas, you got to click on this and this and this. And I was just sitting there with my laptop next to the dude and I was clicking there and I had $25,000 on my bank account as well. And all of a sudden he said, yep, we're done. And he made thousands. And I was just like, dude, I didn't make a loss here, but we're clicking on the same thing, but you're making a win. I'm just making equal here. So what happened? And this is the interesting thing. He said, yeah, but Lucas, you're not using that kind of a tool. You don't have the computer for that. All of a sudden, I was like, you know what? Thank you very much for, teaching me and coaching me here, but it's not something for me. So this is why you got to really keep track of it. Is day trading for you? If you like the excitement of within a day, then absolutely. Again, I'll tell you this. If you want to be investing and you want to do a one-time thing, either day trading or long-term investing is not a one-day fly. The moment you got to go into it, it's going in full. It's either let's go full into day trading or let's go full into long-term investing. And these are the differences to help you to make day trading or long-term investing. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Of course, if you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, if you want to be notified every time a new video comes out, be sure to hit that notification bell as well. Thank you very much for watching and happy investing. Bye-bye.